Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the house of David. Salutations to you brothers throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching the truth in righteousness and sincerity. To you Israelite foreigners, come back home to the truth. To those that passed on serving the Lord, the dead in Yahushai shall arise first. To you sisters who believe, keep encouraging and supporting your brothers out here teaching this truth. And always commemorate the sister who washed Yahushua feet when you read the scriptures. All right, I want to talk to y'all about the about this word. All right, I kind of jokingly told the brother that if you say this word, you're worshiping astrology, but in a sense, that's kind of what the word means, and I'm gonna explain. All right, disaster. We're pretty much prophets of disaster. We prophesy of disaster. Things that are ill-fated, bad things that are going to happen. But here's the etymology of it. It says anything that befalls of ruinous or distressing nature, any unfortunate event, especially a sudden or great misfortune. So, pretty much that's the definition of it. That's what it means. But let's get into the history of the word. This is what it meant in the 1590s. And it said it comes from the French désastre in the 1560s. From Italian disastro, literally ill-starred. Now here's where it gets interesting, right? Because this word basically comes from Italian. It comes from dis, here merely pejorative, which means negative. Equivalent to English miss. So misunderstood, disaster. Ill. So this basically means bad. Astro means star or planet. You notice that in Italian, astro can mean star or planet. That's another way to understand the scriptures and the fact that there's planets in the Bible. But anyway, from Latin astrum, from Greek astron, from Proto-Indo-European star. When you see pi root, it says Proto-Indo-European, which I believe is derivative of Hebrew. But anyway, the sense is astrological, of a calamity blamed on an unfavorable position of a planet and star. Here is probably meant in the astrological sense of destiny, fortune, or fate. Compare medieval Latin astrum, sinistrum, misfortune, literally unlucky star, and English ill-starred. So here's the etymology of it. This from Italian, astron, ultimately goes back to the Greek. Right? So that's why I love this this app, the etymology app. But it is something to understand. When you say the word, I'm not teaching it for doctrine that you should not say the word. Obviously, I've been saying it the whole video, but understand that the actual root of what you're saying, it's like saying thank your lucky stars. It's kind of like, saying that the stars are responsible for what goes on earth and not the Most High. That's what the word itself means, and the intention behind it. Now, if you know that, but you're just saying, oh, there are disasters that are going to befall upon the earth. I'm not saying you're worshiping pagan gods, but understand that the word is rooted and directly. I mean, listen, the whole English language is witchcraft, but this is a direct correlation where you could see what it actually means. In a sense, because what does a bad star, which is what disaster pretty much means, have to do with disaster, right? Hurricane Katrina is a disaster, but was it because of the alignment of the stars, or was it because the Most High plagued New Orleans? But anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.